Hi, my name is Adam. I run a Christian karate ministry. It's a ministry that helps people who are being bullied. Bullying is a word that means a lot of other things. Manipulation is one. Manipulation is one. And overpowering somebody physically, emotionally, domestic violence, abuse in the home, sexual abuse, sexual harassment in work and schools, and there are many other things that I can mention, but I'm not going to mention all of them now because you will learn what they are in the class and the workshops that we do. Basically, it's a ministry that helps you understand how to escape a restraint from somebody. We want to escape but the thing is with that we have to depersonalize the actions. We're only interested in the hand that's on us. We're not interested in the person behind the hand. If you can get what I'm saying, it's it's concentrating on the hand. Get the hand off. You'll see in my other video that I did last year in February. That's what it is. The physical aspects of that, and the Lord, okay, is compassionate, and we learn how to be compassionate. We learn what love is. We have to have compassion on other people and understand that they're bullying you, yes, but they're not doing it. It may not be you or why they're doing it to you. It could be because of their own lack of understanding or their own self-esteem or whatever else that's happening to them. They don't know how to deal with it, so they lash out. Well, it's not a program. This ministry helps people deal with those kinds of situations, because sometimes you don't realize that you're bullying other people because you've been bullied yourself, but you don't realize it because of the mentality that's been going on in you for these years is you don't realize, you don't understand, because the thing is, all right, is that sometimes an adult, kids get bullied. And this is where the bullying starts, is with our children. Yes, you're absolutely right. But it's not just for kids. This is for everybody. Everybody this is for. Okay? Because, like me, I was bullied as a child. And now I'm being bullied all the way up to my adulthood. And now I can recognize who's bullying me. And I can take action. Well, I don't like that shirt you are. Well, too bad, I like it. And walk away. You don't give in to, because, if somebody says, well, you're a jerk, and you're this, and I'm going to do this, and you stop! We command stop. Level one is verbal and nonverbal communication. We stop a physical confrontation before it starts. That's the goal in this ministry. That's the goal. But if it goes further, level 2 is the detain. They're just putting the hand on you to get the hand off. You go back to level 1. Get the hand off, I said. And if he doesn't, then we teach you how to get that hand off and get away. You don't want to hurt yourself or the other person. You just want to get away. It's not personal. We learn to depersonalize it because it's not a personal thing. We can't take it as a personal thing. We have to do a job. Our job is to get away safely from this person without hurting ourselves or them. That's the goal. All right, now you got level 3, which is restraint. Now they have you in a hold. Now you have to do something, right? Again, let go. I said let go. That type of thing. We still go to level 1 even though we're at level 3. Level 4 is confinement, where somebody's choking you, or somebody's got you in a headlock, or somebody has you on the ground. All right, there are ways to get out of these situations without fighting back because of leverage, not strength. We're using our leverage to be able to get away, not using our strength, because our strength somebody can overpower us with our strength. But if we use leverage, it's much more powerful and much more effective that way. All right. So in level 5, which I don't teach in this, is retaliation, because, unfortunately sometimes we have to do something to physically escape this person, or if they're going to do harm to us, we have to defend ourselves in some form or another, so I don't get hurt. But that's the very last resort. We don't want anything to do with to do that. Well, I don't teach that in this ministry. I don't. Okay? If you want to learn that, then I can teach you privately that somewhere, a private lesson. Just karate, plain karate. But I'm only teaching the 4 levels in this ministry because that's what it's about. It's about getting away safe. You're safe. He's safe. You're getting away. Same with strangers, with kids. Stranger danger, I do with children. You don't go to strangers. If they ask you to come in the car, or they say no and run away, or whatever. Or we all have to make, like he's bullying me, or I don't know this person, he's not my father, he's not my mother, or she's not my mother, or whatever it is. Yell, scream, do something, stop, whatever. All right, that you want to draw attention to yourself so other people see it. That's the goal, and you get away and you escape. Okay, now with all that said, okay, this is what happens. See, this video is going to be a very short one. The next one I do, I'm going to put it's a lot of work, and I got to put that together. But a lot of times people think, when with the ministry that's going on, and a lot of people come to the class because they think, well, I was a bully, and I don't know how people are going to feel, or either that, or I can handle myself, I'm all set, but deep down inside you have something that's not right. We all have something there that we all need help with. It's like you're denying yourself. I'm an adult, I can handle myself. Well, that's great. Awesome. Good for you. But what if you can't? What if something inside you reminds you of what is going on? You haven't fixed that. It stays with you. And the only way, you were bullied maybe, you were abused, you were sexually assaulted, you were this, you were that, and you don't want to bring that up again. I'm just using these things as an example. But you don't want to bring that up because it's too embarrassing and too hurtful and whatnot. But this is one great thing about this ministry. You can bring that stuff up so you can be healed from it. All right. At the end of each class, I try to allow time for prayer. If people want personal prayer, then that's what I want to do for people after the class. Pray for that person and help that person, because we're an environment conducive to learning. We're in a safe place, okay? And there's no judgment on anybody in this, because we all been there. I've been there. Many people have been there. I've been bullying somebody else. You may be bullying somebody else because of what you went through, but you don't want to deal with it because I understand it's hard, but if you do it, and then we can help you resolve that issue and pray for you after the workshops, and you will get healing and you will survive. You don't have to be embarrassed. Well, I was a bully and I don't know if I should do it. Well, yeah, I was a bully too, but that doesn't mean anything. What it means is we all have to work together, and we all have to try and help each other go through these things that we're going through. And not to be, an adult saying, well, I'm an adult, and, I took karate before, or I took taekwondo years ago, or I was in the military. Awesome. Great job. Very good. But this is not what that's about. This is totally different than a karate class, or being in the military, knowing how to defend yourself physically. That's great. But our goal on this, again, is to verbalize so we don't have to get physical. We don't want to be physical. Okay? So if something is, we can help everybody. Not just kids, adults, women, everybody can be helped. That's why this is so important. Now here's the thing. All right? We all have gifts. We all have different gifts, and we all share the Lord in different ways. Okay? In church, a pastor, that's what he does. That's his gift. That's what God gave him to do. Being an evangelist on the street, praying for people on the street, that's your gift. That's what you do. Those two things, that being a pastor and being an evangelist out in the street, you're bringing Christ to them by your experience. Well, I'm bringing Christ to people by my experience because I understand what you're going through because I've been through it. That's what this ministry is, and that's what my gift is in bringing people to Christ. By doing things the way Jesus wants these things to be done. This is not my ministry. This is his ministry. This was God's will of me doing this, going through being bullied in the past, being bullied as an adult, going to karate, learning the Bible. It's no coincidence. So I felt that this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I'm supposed to bring Christ to people, is through this ministry. It's a different way of doing it, but it's still doing the same thing. We all have different gifts, but the goal is to bring Christ to people. That's the goal, right? The goal in this ministry is not to be physical. That's the goal. Escape the restraint, not the individual. Get away safely so you don't get hurt and they don't get hurt. That's what it's about. It's not about, karate and punching and kicking and... No. I already told you what it's about. So, I don't know how to explain it any other way. I did Facebook Live when I didn't have any people. this, that, and the other thing. Okay, so this is not the final video. This is a video that I wanted to do in place of a workshop for this month. Working on a professional video is going to take a lot of work, and I haven't gotten that far yet, so I can't do one. Also, the people are not available at the time right now to do it, so I have to do a real good one. This is what I have to do. So, I don't know what else to say. I think I've said everything I needed to say, and I didn't have to read anything on the computer because it's too confusing. So, again, this is something that we all need, because we all been bullied. We all been in a certain place. If you haven't been bullied, then great, good for you. Bless you. But if you have, bullying means other things. Like you living in a rageaholic, an alcoholic, alcohol person that abuses you in different ways. I'm not going to get into the different ways. All right, that alcoholism, doing that, and going through that kind of stuff. Being abandoned as a child. These different things that you go through. The domestic abuse, domestic violence, this is what we have to, this is what the Lord wants us to do here. If we can be confident in our ability within the Holy Spirit spiritually, we can be confident with our Lord spiritually, then we have to be confident physically in how to escape something, but it takes practice. The core value of this ministry is this. We practice the Word of God. We do what it says. Same here in practicing the moves of escape. The more you practice reading the Bible, understanding it, and living it out in your life, the better you'll be at it. But it takes practice. You have to practice it to get more confidence and to get going with it, and understand how to do it within your life, how it applies to you, and how you have to apply that to your life, what the Word says. Okay? Same in this. We learn how to escape the moves. We learn how to get away, but it takes practice. It's not going to happen overnight. You got to come to workshops regularly, right? Practice the moves. Get, doing this. Practice the verbal one, where you say stop and whatnot, and look at your face. If I say stop, but if I say stop, there's a difference there. I'm going to go right through you. Enough. That's how we deal with it. With those types of things. We learn these things so we can be confident in doing them, just like reading the Bible. We don't just read the Bible just to read the Bible. Do it. If you read what it says in the Bible, don't do it. If you learn how to escape in here, then do it. Right? There's no... I don't know how else to explain it, but that's what it is. That's what it is. It's totally different. It's a very different way of learning these things. It's a different way. It's a unique way, and this is what God put on my heart to do. And it's been evolving over, when I took karate, my personal goal was to have my own school. I wanted to teach karate and, this, that, and the other thing. Yes, I've taught for other people in their schools and that and this, that, and the other. That's where I got the experience from. But now, no. God said, no, this is what I want you to do. So now I'm not going to have a school, but I'm going to run workshops. That's what I have to do. And that's why it's been evolving. God's given me more stuff. Sometimes more stuff that I can handle. And sometimes it's confusing. But I have to analyze it. I have to try to understand it and try to get what he's saying so that I can perform it and teach it. So, this is not just out of my own brain. This is from God himself. Because I have a mental disability, and not a mental disability. I have a disability, a learning disability, okay? That's in my mind, that type of thing. I'm not physically handicapped, but mentally I'm handicapped, meaning that I have a learning disability. And English is not my thing. I can't do English. I can't spell right. Sometimes I read stuff. I don't know what the word is, so I don't understand it. English punctuation, that's not my thing. But here I am writing all this stuff. I wrote a thesis. I'm doing all these notes. I put them all together for the thesis and for this ministry. There's no way I can do that by myself. There is no way. God helped me do it. I believe that, and I feel that, and I believe that with all my heart. This is something that's good. It's not bad. It's a good thing. And I just want people to understand what this ministry is. It's not a karate class. It is not a karate class. It's not. Okay? Again, I told you what karate means. Kara means empty, and te means hand. Empty, hand. We're using our hands to escape. Jiu-jitsu, basically. Empty hand. There's no weapons, there's nothing. You just hands. That's what karate is. That's all I can say, and it's just a different way of bringing people to Christ and leading them in the right direction and praying for them or over them or whatever. This is an open workshop. That means that, yes, I'm the instructor and I teach, but I also invite questions. I also invite insights. And to say, so when you're saying this means that. I want to hear that. I want the interaction. Yes, I'm a teacher, but I also learn from this. While teaching it, I learn from what I'm doing because it's not really from me, it's from the Holy Spirit, it's from God. So I learn as I'm teaching. We have to learn to be humble. Can't know everything. We have to learn to be humble and learn from each other, learn from each other's gifts, and respect each other, and in what they're doing. And, I don't know, that's all I can say. I don't know what else to say without being a dead horse. But, again, I will say this. If you believe that you, in those areas of what a bullying is, again, it's a word, but in the areas that I mentioned, and maybe other areas and different things, anything that's to do with physical harm or mental abuse is bullying, whatever it may be. So if this is what you went through in your childhood and growing up and whatever, then this is the place for you. Because this help is helping me through the things that I've been through. It's helping me. It's helped me a great deal. And helping other people helps me even more because I get more people to help and I get more insight from them on different things that they're getting what is being taught, but also that I'm learning from them as well. I mean, I taught karate, but I can learn from a 6-year-old child. That, just because I'm a teacher doesn't mean that I know everything. You can learn from anybody. We all have to accept the fact that we don't know everything. Accept the fact that judging somebody is not the answer. Accept the fact that what is happening here and what is going on here is of God, not of me. Okay? Anything comes good from me, it's from Him. That's all I can tell you. So, anyway. So, okay then. So, this is the workshop video class or whatever, information, however you want to call it, for May. All right, June we're gonna have we're gonna have a workshop, and you can look at the events on the Christian Karate Ministry page as to where the events are and the times. Okay? All right. God bless you all, and have a great day. Bye-bye.